Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Sorry if you guys see me looking over here. I'm looking at myself in the screen, but the camera's over there, so sorry if you guys see me looking off to the right. But welcome back, you guys. Today is an exciting video. If you guys watched my last one, I did explain what this video would be about, so go back, check those out, and then come back to this one so that you guys know what's going on in this video. Before I get started, as always, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, hit the bell so you guys are notified every single time I post. And I'm going to get started into this story time. It's a little story time. And it's going to be about finding out I was pregnant with baby number 2. So yes, you guys, it's an exciting video today. I do have a little bit more of a better camera set up right now. My tripod did break, which I also mentioned in the last video, so it was a little rocky the last video, but this one should be a little better. So before I get started, like I said, make sure you guys go back and check that video out if you haven't seen it yet. And I'm going to get right into the story time. And I hope you guys enjoy and find it entertaining because I'm excited to tell the story. So before I get started, you guys saw that thumbnail. It is true. Your girl is pregnant with baby number 2. I will show you again. This was the exact test, you guys. And I also took a digital one where it actually came up pregnant, like the word pregnant. So let me get into this story time. Okay, so I have been out for the day with my family, and I think we had went to lunch or did dinner or something. We did lunch, I think, because it was pretty early in the day still. And I don't know, like I said before, I just had been feeling like crap, you guys, for like the entire month almost of January, plus parts of December, plus, you know, it just was like, it felt like it was never ending. It was unusual for me, for my body, because that's not something that I usually go through. And I am a little nasally right now, also part of being pregnant right now, so excuse me for that if I sound a little congested. I'm not sick, I'm just congested. So yeah, we were out for a lunch date. I think we went to the buffet. It was a super chill day, just my husband, my daughter, and I. And it was early in the day. It was like 2 p.m. when we finished at the buffet. But we had passed by CVS Pharmacy, so I'm like, you know what, let me stop and get a pregnancy test. I stopped, got the test, we did some more little errands for the day, and then we got home around like 3 o'clock ish, I'd say, or right before 3. So coming in the house, I went home and went straight to the bathroom to take the test. My husband was still outside for a few minutes before coming right in, so I had took the test while he was still outside, actually. And I took it with Eva, so I don't know, I thought it would be cool just for her to be a part of that little, you know, just for her to be a part of it, whether it was positive or negative. You know, I just wanted to have her there with me. So she was in the bathroom with me. I took the pregnancy test, and loading. That loading feels like 5 years, you guys, when you're actually so anxious to know what it says. It felt like a century, felt like forever. Nobody knew I was taking this test, mind you, but my husband. Like, that's it. I didn't tell anybody else. I think I might be pregnant, you know. I think I spoke to my friend about me feeling like I was sick, you know, but I didn't think anything of it. Again, it was just you know, that time of year. I thought it was just something I was coming down with. So back to the day where I'm taking the test. I'm in the bathroom, it's loading, felt like a century. And then it finally popped up, you guys, and it said pregnant. Like it's actually fading now because it's been a while now, but yes, this was a positive test. The line that goes across is fading out, but yeah, it said positive. And my immediate reaction was just like that. I literally paused. I looked at Eva and my mouth dropped. And I was like, because I wasn't expecting that. We weren't trying, like I said. I was not expecting that. That was the last thing I thought. And I know it's crazy to think that because what the heck? Obviously, you're intimate with your partner. Things can happen. And it's not like we were preventing anything, but we also weren't trying. So it was still a shock, you know? So my mouth dropped. I looked at Eva and I'm like, Eva. She's like, what? She didn't know what was happening. She's like, Mommy, what is that? She didn't know what was happening, but you know, I told her, I was like, Eva, I was like, you're gonna be a big sister. And she's like, huh? But like, she knows what babies are, obviously. She knows what it is to be a baby. But I guess she didn't fully understand, like, Mommy takes the test comes back positive, and that means that there's a baby in Mommy's belly. So I sat to like explain that whole thing to her for a second just so she gets it. And she's super smart. She caught on right away. She's like, oh, it's a baby? And she's pointed to my belly. I'm like, yeah, it's a baby in there. I was like, you're gonna be a big sister. And then I immediately called my friend, you guys. I called my friend because, like I said, my husband was still outside at this time. So he didn't even know what the test result was yet, just me and Eva. My husband was still outside in the parking lot. I think he was looking at his car, doing something with his car. And I called my friend because I just had to check to make sure that this said positive. I had to make sure that it said what I thought it said. And obviously they show you the picture, you know, the vertical line, and then the horizontal line across it means pregnant. But for some reason, it wasn't registering that I was actually pregnant. Even though I knew, all right, I think I'm definitely pregnant. I was like, let me call my friend to make sure that this is what it says. Because, I don't know, I just needed confirmation before I actually go and tell my husband, like, we're pregnant, you know? So I called my friend, and I called her on FaceTime. And I don't know, I think I was like almost speechless on the phone. And if you're watching this, girl, go ahead and let them know my reaction because I was like, what the heck? I think I was speechless the whole time on FaceTime with her. I was like, what does this say? I think no, this is what I did. I first texted her a picture. And I was like, so this just happened. I just took a test. And what does it say? She's like, girl, you're pregnant. I was like, what? She was like, yes. She's like, you are definitely pregnant. And I was like, no way. I was like, this can't be positive right now. She's like, yeah, you're definitely pregnant. She's like, congratulations. I was like, no way. Like, it just, I don't know, it wasn't registering right away. But then when it finally sunk in for real, like, I was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. I was like, this is really happening. And it's really happening. Like, I'm going into labor right now, right? No, but that was my reaction, literally. There was so many emotions. I was happy. I was also confused. I was also blindsided because I really did not think I was pregnant. I didn't. I swear I didn't. And like I was saying before, part of it too is with my daughter, I didn't experience any of this. I mean, when I tell you her pregnancy was smooth sailing, the whole 9 months. other than a few little Braxton Hicks towards, you know, the 3rd trimester, I had nothing else. Literally, it was not nauseous. I wasn't sick. I wasn't any of that. And this was during the year of COVID, you guys. So mind you, everybody was sick and in the hospital and, you know, not even making it to see the next day. So everybody was sick around this time, mind you. And I had not one symptom of anything. I had nothing. I felt fine. I felt great. Excuse me. And when I'm pregnant, I happen to feel, I have like a little heartburn right now. It's killing me. When I'm pregnant, I feel most beautiful. Like, I feel so beautiful in my skin. I feel like I'm constantly just glowing. I don't know. I just feel beautiful when I'm pregnant. So for me to feel like such crap this time around, I swear I thought that was the last thing on my mind, like pregnancy. Like, Ebony, you could be pregnant. Had no idea. So anyway, I text her. She's like, yeah, you're pregnant. Then I FaceTimed my friend, and she just was looking at me in the camera like, yeah. I'm sorry. This is always her reaction to stuff. Like, that's just how she is. And it's so funny, but I just needed confirmation. Like, does this really say pregnant? Like, check again. Confirm. She's like, yeah, you're pregnant. I was like, no way. So that's pretty much what happened, as far as me and Eva's reaction. So then I had hung up with my friend. I was like, okay, I'm going to tell him, my husband, I'll call you back. We'll discuss this later. And my husband came in. I was going to wait to surprise him. And just, I don't know, because the first time around we found out together as well. It was nothing where I had like a gift set up for me to surprise him like that. So, this time around, I'm like, should I make it a surprise? Should I just flat out come out and say it? Like, how should I do this? But me, I'm so bad at holding secrets, you guys. Like, I just can't. Not something like that, you know, like something that big. I couldn't find myself like keeping that a secret until I'm like actually going out at the store and buying something to come home with to surprise him. So it came in my mind to surprise him, and it came right back out of my mind because I was like, there's no way that's happening. I don't even think I can go the next hour without letting him know. So, yeah, so that came in my head and left that quick. It would have been nice to surprise him this time around, just to do something different, but I wouldn't have been able to hold it in, and the surprise would have been ruined. So I didn't surprise him. Long story short, he came in and he's like, so did you take the test yet? And I'm like, no. I said no at first, even though I did take it. I said no because I was still thinking, like, surprise him or just let him know. I was undecided, but I was like, no. And then I was on my way out the door to do a client's hair. I had like half an hour to get to her house by 4 o'clock. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just give it to him. So that whole time, me taking the test, him coming in and asking if I took it, I only had 30 minutes to do all of that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm pressed for time. I'm on my way out the door anyway. Let me just hand him the test and let him know. So I gave him the test out of my pocket. I was like, here, babe, look at it. And he's like, what? He's like, what's that? Now, even his reaction was absurd, right? Because mine was absurd for me to think, there's no way I'm pregnant. Yeah, sure, Ebony. I mean, if I'm not intimate with my partner, then that's a possibility, but that's not possible. It's definitely possible if you're still doing the do, you know? So yeah, our reactions both were just like, you could tell we had no idea, you know? So his reaction was like, what's that? I was like, the pregnancy test. And he's like, so are you pregnant? I was like, I don't know. Look at it. I was like, take a look. So I gave it to him and he's studying the test like this. He's like, what does that say? Men can't really like read it like we can. So he had to really like study it. And he's like, what does that say? I'm like, look at it. Like, take a look. And he's like, are you pregnant? And I was like, I don't know. I was just messing with him, you guys, like just to see how he reacts. But he was happy all in all. I let him know. I was like, yes, it's positive. I was like, I am pregnant and Eva will be your big sister. So then next thing in my mind is I got to get to the doctor because I could be like freaking 2 months pregnant already and I had no idea. And I was. I was, just a little FYI. And I had no idea. So yeah, I let him know. Overall, we were happy. We were pleased with the result. It just wasn't expected. That's really what happened. That's why our reactions were so like, no way I'm pregnant. And him, he's like, what's this? Are you pregnant? So yeah, that's why we had those reactions, you guys. Obviously, we had no idea. We didn't even think pregnancy when I was sick all that time. So it happens. It is very true. Your pregnancies are always different. They can be very different from the first or from the last one. And so that's fine. Now I'm getting my dose of different pregnancies here because this one has been different. This one has been different. So far, yes, it has been very different. I've been nauseous. I've been just not feeling well at all. The whole entire first trimester I just had no energy. I was sleeping every hour or so. Like, it was ridiculous. I was falling asleep at the computer. Those of you that don't know, I work from home. So even for work, I could barely hold my head up in front of the computer and do my work. Like, it was that bad. I was like nodding every 2 minutes. And I was like, okay, I have to lay down because there's no way. And I still managed to get all my work done, you guys, which I pat myself on the back for that because it was very hard. I don't know how I did it. I was like barely awake ever. On top of that, I had barely any appetite. I think I went like 3.5 weeks, could barely eat anything. I'm sure I lost like 5 pounds within that time frame because I could barely eat. All I was able to stomach was crackers. So I had saltine crackers, nothing else pretty much. Some beverages and that's it. Which for me, those of you that know, you know I'm a foodie. I like to eat. I don't play about my food. So for me, that was torture because I was physically hungry, but I just couldn't eat it. I don't know. I felt like I was going to puke it up every time I ate. And crackers was the only thing that didn't make me feel that way. So I had no choice. Crackers was my diet for 3 weeks. So that was hard. But all in all, long story short, the first trimester was no joke. This time around, you guys, it was brutal. So I'm happy that's surpassed. And I am feeling a lot better now. Feeling much more like myself. So hopefully, you know, from here on out, I feel good. So far, though, I do feel a lot better. I feel a lot more like myself. I'm a lot more awake during the day. I still take my naps because those are needed. Yeah, those are needed. They're not going away. I still take my naps when I can. And that's it. I get my work done. I keep my house clean. My baby girl is happy. She's playing. She's thriving. And you know, I still make it happen. But I'm feeling a lot better because even then, during that time frame, I couldn't even like do my house chores, you know, like my husband was doing it all, and I appreciate him so much for it because he was so helpful. Because I felt like crap. Like it was just not possible for me to get up and clean or do anything, you know? So yes, your pregnancies can be very different. Mine has already been drastic changes. But then again, my first, I went through nothing like that, nothing at all, not even one little minute issue. So I guess anything other than that, like even if it's a small thing, it will feel drastically different because my daughter had not one issue. So yeah, it is what it is. But bringing new life into this world is always a blessing, you guys. And like I said, when I'm pregnant, I feel most beautiful in my skin. I just love the glow, the natural glow. And I just feel great overall, you know. I like to look at myself in the mirror. I love my pregnancy stages. My husband does too, so that's good. My daughter's enjoying my belly, and I will give you guys a belly reveal soon. Not just yet, but soon. Definitely on my plan of things to do, just not yet. And I am drastically bigger this time around than my first pregnancy as well. So that also is a different shift in things for me. But I heard that that's normal, you know, just like your pregnancies could be different. Once it's, you know, your second, or, you know, your body has been through it already, you tend to show a lot sooner. So I was like 2 months pregnant and I was showing, which sounds crazy, but I was. So now I'm a lot farther than that, and I am showing pretty much. Yes, very big. So I will give you guys a belly reveal another time, not today, but stay tuned for that video. I just really wanted to get in here and discuss the finding out I'm pregnant part. I did not record my husband's reaction, you guys, because like I said before, I felt like the camera out, like me trying to record him would have been too obvious. I don't know. I felt like it would have been too much, you know, like smacking his face like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I wanted him to, like, you know, be able to soak it in and really read what the test said on his own without me being obvious, you know, like with the camera. So I didn't record him, but just know he was happy. We're happy. Baby girl's happy. And we're just happy to be expanding our family. So it's great. Like I said, I always wanted my children close. I don't want a lot of kids. So this will be my second baby. If I did have more, it would be one more, you guys. Literally one more and nothing else. But if we're fine to stop at 2, I'm fine to stop at 2. Like, I didn't want a village, but I did not want my kids so far apart in age anyway. My daughter's 2. She will be 3 though this summer. So it's perfect age gap, you know, not too far apart at all. I think they'll even still be in school together, at least for a year. You know, they'll have like 1 year in school together, if not, you know. So that's fine. That's good enough for us. And they're both, you know, be able to, I guess, have that bond for being not so far apart. So it worked out, I guess, right? So that's the news, you guys. I will leave a clip at the end of the video with me finding out I'm pregnant. When I actually took the test in the bathroom with my daughter. I'll show you guys the test loading and it popping up and my reaction and my daughter's reaction, just so you guys can see that live footage. I'm glad I thought to record that part, because if not, I literally would have nothing from that day. But I did record that part of me and Eva in the bathroom taking the test. So you guys will get to see that at the end of this video. But that's it, you guys. It's a short video, not too long, just explaining me finding out I'm pregnant, my reaction, and then me telling my husband. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little story time, and I hope you guys can join me on this journey for baby number 2. I'm excited for what's to come, and like I said, we're excited to expand our family. A new life into this world is always a blessing. There's people that can't have children at all, so I always think about that when, you know, I see other pregnant women in public, or, you know, even me being pregnant. I always think about that. They're so blessed. I'm so blessed because there's so many people that can't have children, unfortunately, and they're going through a world of trouble to try and get pregnant, whether it's naturally or, you know, IVF journey or whatever. And it's not easy, you guys. It's an emotional journey, really, really emotional journey. And yeah, it doesn't turn out the same for everybody. So I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and we're happy. We look forward to extending our family and for what's to come. So stay tuned, you guys, for the next videos. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I will post the little clip of us finding out we're pregnant together, me and Eva, at the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for your support. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.